So this is the brand new Samsung Galaxy S23, and after using this device for a couple of days already, this thing is really amazing. So let's take a look. This is the Samsung Galaxy S23, and this is just the standard model, not the Plus or the Ultra. And the reason I wanted to focus on the standard one is not everybody needs the top of the line features that the Ultra provides you with the bigger screen, the pen, and all those fancy cameras. Sometimes you just need something that works. I've been rocking standard Galaxy devices from the S3 days, and I've upgraded every second year, meaning I usually skip a range, and my last device was the S21 Plus. But even while using all of these devices, I've never felt like I've missed anything from not using an Ultra or a Note device. So let's run through the S23 and see who this device is for. So the one I have here is the Galaxy S23 in green, but they also come in lavender, cream, and phantom black. But personally, I love the green color most out of this entire lineup. The S23 also feels more premium with the new design and the glass backing, especially compared to the S21 Plus, which only had a plastic backing. In terms of design compared to the S22, I actually love the differences they have made this year. Samsung has gone and removed the shell from the cameras at the back and instead opted to just have the lenses protrude out, which I really love. I think it looks much better compared to having the entire section raised. And another thing I loved is the fact that the S23 is made with the planet in mind. The S23 has got recycled glass for the front and the back, and I have to say that even though glass isn't the safest option for dropping your phone without a cover, I do love how premium it makes the device feel, and the less round corners also help to contribute to that as well. Now on paper, the cameras of the S23 aren't that much different from that of the S22 from last year. You still have your 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 50 megapixel wide, and a 10 megapixel 3x optical camera. But this year they've upgraded the 10 megapixel selfie cam to a 12 megapixel selfie cam for better content when vlogging or even taking video calls using the front camera. But to see how these perform, let's actually go and take them outside and test all of them out. The 50 megapixel camera performs really well for those shots where you just want a little bit more detail, but if you are worried about storage or the speed at which you can shoot, you can always downscale that and still use that lens. The ultra wide is great for landscapes or shots where you want to see more of the area you're in, and to get those nice compressed backgrounds, the telephoto has got you covered with that. Now for those of you who are photographers, content creators, or just like being in control of your shots, they do have Expert RAW built into the photo app now, making it easier than ever to control all of your settings of your photos, like your ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and so much more. What's great about RAW pictures are the fact that they store more info within the image itself, so you can really go to town editing them and make them look exactly the way that you want them to. Inside of Expert RAW, you also have the ability to do some astrophotography that even has a built-in star map to help guide you when you're outside shooting the stars. Then if you ever need a photo of yourself on the fly to perhaps use for a thumbnail, then you also have this nifty crop feature that allows you to take a picture of yourself and from within the gallery app, simply hold down on the image and it will automatically crop you out of the image, making it possible to create thumbnails or any other images on the fly without needing a camera or a PC. And this function works on objects and animals as well. But this is not where the cameras stop. When it comes to videos, the S23 is great for that as well. The S23 is able to shoot in up to 8K 30 frames per second using the back cameras, and even in 4K 60 using the selfie cam, making it great to shoot content on the go without having to compromise on quality. The built-in stabilization is also really great for vlogging and handheld videos, and the stabilization without super steady on was already really good. So if you're planning on using this device for vlogging or making smooth slow motion videos, then this device is really great for that as well. Now, if you wanted to make your videos look even better, there is a raw video option that will allow you to change the settings of your camera as if you were shooting with a professional DSLR or mirrorless camera, once again placing the control in your hands. Needless to say, the quality of a professional camera will still be better, especially if you're pixel peeping, but it is still amazing that we are able to shoot in such high resolutions, even on such small devices. Now here's the difference between the S23 and a 100,000 Rand mirrorless camera setup shooting in 4K 24 as well as in 4K 60, and I'm really amazed by just how well the S23 can hold its own against a camera like this. Now, when it comes to the performance of the S23, it's also really great. Games and apps load up really quickly, the device feels really responsive when using it, and even when using the S23 to edit photos in Lightroom, it was still able to handle that without any major problems. The display of the S23 is a 6.1-inch Full HD dynamic AMOLED display with great color accuracy, making it perfect for editing pictures and content on, and with the adaptive 120Hz display, this phone feels really responsive when using it. Now, the display can also be set to 60Hz, but you will notice the display doesn't feel as smooth, but if your battery life is your main concern, then switching to 60Hz could help squeeze a few more hours when needed. Speaking of battery, the S23 comes with a 3900 mAh battery, but don't let the number fool you, as you still get quite a lot of battery life out of this device. Samsung says this device should be able to play video for up to 22 hours and audio for up to 71 hours. And from using this device over the last couple of days, I can definitely say that it is easy to get a full day and more of battery out of the S23, even when using your device throughout the day for many different tasks. While testing this phone, I did a combo of taking pictures, videos, playing around with settings, watching videos, and even testing games. And throughout all of these days, I was still able to get through the entire day with plenty of battery left. So unless you're a real power user, the battery should be more than enough for you. But the biggest question is, should you actually get one? For me, the Samsung Galaxy S23 is a really great device for quite a lot of people actually. It is of course perfect for anybody looking for a flagship device that doesn't have the money or doesn't necessarily want to spend that flagship price of the S23 Ultra. The S23 is also perfect for people looking for a more compact device without having to compromise on power and features. And then of course, lastly, it is also perfect for anybody who don't need all of the flagship features that the S23 Ultra provides, but still wants a great device for daily use and for content creation as well. Now, if you're a more power-hungry user, or if you want a device that you can do all of your content creation on, then I would definitely suggest looking at the S23 Ultra as well. You do have a larger display, you have the pen, you have more power, so it really does make it a whole lot easier to do all of your content creation on. Plus you get more and better cameras as well, just as a little added extra. So Samsung, if you want to send me an S23 Ultra, let's chat. And then, as always, until next time, cheers.